Everything feels very muted in this video. Well, almost everything. Hello, my name is Grace Helbig, if you did not know. Now you know. Your life is different now. I don't know if that's gonna be the thing. The one thing I am consistent about is how unsure I feel about that being a phrase that repeats itself in all of my videos. Yeah! I've been working on some impressions recently, and here's my impression of most news. Murder, murder, fear, murder, destruction, murder, murder, fear, murder, disaster, murder, natural disaster caused by something you didn't know you were doing wrong, murder, murder, potential murder, murder, fear, disaster, murder, this is going to hurt you, now this thing's gonna hurt you, murder, murder, here's another thing you didn't know that might murder you, also murder. Thank you. Lorne Michaels, if you want me to join the cast of SNL, I can do 2 impressions, the news and apparently a slightly less feminine looking Gandalf. I think the news is so depressing that I decided to start a segment on this YouTube channel called Good News Is, in which I just tell you about some good news that I have acquired from the internet and other sources. Hearsay? She's fun. So let's get into some good news. Good news is the Trust Fall Challenge is a thing that's happening. I don't know if you've seen all the videos of it, but it's a new challenge where kids just randomly go up to their friends and trust fall onto them to see if their friends catch them or not. The good news is this is a very efficient way to find out who is your real friend. You don't need to go the standard route of having some sort of really terrible, long, drawn-out breakup or unexpected terminal illness to find out who your true friends are. Instead, just try and trust fall on them when they least expect it. Good news is Ripa apparently is being very passive-aggressive, and that's fun to see. She was photographed wearing a jacket that says freedom on it, and everyone thinks that this is a passive-aggressive dig at Michael Strahan, who's leaving their talk show amidst all this controversy. But I think that this is just her showing her love for my favorite song on Lemonade. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Some other good news is that Minnie Driver apparently is not being passive-aggressive at all. I read a story this week that she and a neighbor don't get along, and the construction that he's doing on his house is causing her such anger that I guess she threw baby bottles full of black paint at his house. Creative, artistic, aggressive, amazing. I appreciate it. Here's some good news. I learned this a little while ago. You can add emojis to your tweets using your actual desktop keyboard by hitting the keys Control Command Space. That's great news. Here's some good news. Audible.com still likes me enough to give you guys a link to download audiobooks. Audible.com has over 250,000 audiobooks on their website, including but not limited to my 2 books, Grace in Style, The Art of Pretending You Have It, and Grace's Guide, The Art of Pretending to Be a Grown-Up. So if you go to audible.com/grace, you can download your first audiobook for free. And like John Lennon once said, there's no better money than free money. Audible.com/grace. Well, there's a ton of self-help book downloads on here. How to deal with difficult people? Oh, cool. Which brings me to my next good news. Good news is Massachusetts Senator and outspoken human female Elizabeth Warren is dominating Twitter in the best way possible. She is so wonderful and I very much enjoy her tweets. Here are just a few of my favorite tweets from Elizabeth Warren. Potential future vice president? I wish.
Real Donald Trump lied his way through the primaries without being held accountable. That's over! No, real Donald Trump, your racism, sexism, and xenophobia doesn't drive me nuts, it makes me sick. And I'm not alone. We get it, real Donald Trump. When a woman stands up to you, you're going to call her a basket case. Hormonal. Ugly. Real Donald Trump, your policies are dangerous, your words are reckless, your record is embarrassing, and your free ride is over.
That's some damn good news! Here's some good news. Julia Roberts walked the red carpet for her film premiere in Cannes, France, barefoot. I don't want to even read the story. I don't want to know what the context is. I just like that it happened. I just hope that this starts a trend. Can we start this trend? Every person out there with the foot fetish is like, yes! Here's some good news. Sia is amazing. My arm itches. It's good news, I can still feel my arm. Not having a heart attack or a stroke. Here's some good news. My birthday, I found out, is National Corned Beef Hash Day. On Refinery 29, I think you can find out the national food holiday of your birthday. Important for your Tinder profiles, especially. Here's some good news. I just read this headline and it hit me in all the spots. Serena Williams ate gourmet dog food and instantly regretted it. Okay, not good news for Serena Williams. obviously, but we should just curious. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there. I hope she's okay. I know I'm okay for having read that. Here's some good news. Apparently, you can freeze ice faster if you put boiling hot water in your ice tray rather than cold water. And I tested this about a half hour, 40 minutes ago. I put an ice tray in my freezer, half with hot water and half with cold water. Let's go see how it did. Oh my God. Okay, good news is I did not leave the ice in the freezer long enough to make any actual conclusions. It's all water. So, this is why we don't do science on this channel. Okay, I think that's all the good news that I can handle for right now. I hope that this puts you in a slightly better mood than normal news does. Are you more informed? Debatable. But are you happier? Also, debatable. I know I feel good. Gandalf Grace feels great. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe because that's an easy way for you to stay connected to me without me trying to hunt you down. That would be good for both of us, I think. And leave a comment down below letting me know some good news that you've heard recently. And let me know if you want me to continue making this series of videos. Good news is we started off pretty medium with this series, so it can only hopefully get better from here. Maybe, possibly. No definites. Good news is there's no definites in all of life. We could all die tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, hi, Goose. Trustful.